towards potential rescuers. Chapter 7. The life-giving solar still quenching your thirst. With a little ingenuity, you can create a solar still to collect condensation, providing a vital source of clean drinking water. All you need is a large sheet of plastic, a container, and some sunlight. Dig a hole in the ground, place your container in the center, and drape the plastic sheet over the hole, securing the edges with rocks or logs. The sun heats the air inside the still, causing moisture from the ground to evaporate and condense on the underside of the plastic sheet. This condensation then drips down into your container. Clean, drinkable water. Title: The Unexpected Savior. Using a tampon as a water filter. In a pinch, a tampon can be used as an improvised water filter, removing sediment and some impurities from your water. Simply remove the applicator, if there is one, and fluff up the inside. Then, stuff the cotton into the opening of a water bottle or other container. Pour your questionable water through the tampon filter, and watch as it catches the larger particles, leaving you with clearer, safer water. It's not a perfect solution, and it won't remove all contaminants, but it's a valuable trick to have up your sleeve when you're in a bind. Chapter 9. From soda tab to survival tool. Crafting a makeshift fish hook. When hunger strikes in the wild, you need to get creative. Take a soda can tab, for example. Carefully remove the tab from the can, making sure not to bend it out of shape. Using a rock or a multi-tool, carefully break off the small loop at the end of the tab. Sharpen the edges of the tab by rubbing it against a rough surface, like a rock or a piece of concrete. Once you've got your hook, attach it to a line. Use fishing line if you have it, but in a pinch you can improvise with strong thread, dental floss, or even thin strips of bark. Chapter 10. The Life-Saving Belt. Applying a tourniquet. Severe bleeding is a life-threatening emergency, and knowing how to stop it could mean the difference between life and death. In an emergency, a belt can be used as a makeshift tourniquet to control bleeding. Locate the wound and find a point above the injury, closer to the heart. Wrap the belt tightly around the limb, ensuring it's snug. Find a sturdy stick or another rigid object, and tie it to the belt, creating a windlass. Twist the stick to tighten the tourniquet until the bleeding stops. Seek medical attention immediately after applying a tourniquet. Chapter 11. Finding Your Way. The DIY Needle Compass. Navigation is a vital skill for any adventurer, but what happens when you find yourself lost without a compass? Don't worry, you can create a makeshift compass using a needle, a piece of cork, and a bowl of water. First, you'll need to magnetize your needle. This can be done by rubbing the needle against a piece of silk or wool, or even your hair, in a consistent direction. Carefully insert the needle through a small piece of cork or a leaf, creating a small float. Fill a bowl or container with water and gently place your needle float on the surface. Chapter 12. The Mini Greenhouse. Nurturing life in harsh conditions. In a survival situation, your focus might not be on gardening, but creating a mini greenhouse can provide a sustainable source of food and boost morale. Cut the bottom off a large plastic bottle and make sure the cap is removed. Fill the bottle with a layer of soil and plant your seeds or seedlings. Water the plants through the halfway point between the hour hand and the number 12. This line will roughly indicate south. North, of course, is the opposite direction. This method can provide a general sense of